Welcome to the new Range Rover Sport. I'm Rob Mitchell and this is the new Range Rover Sport. From the front you can see the muscular stance, dramatic proportions and short overhangs. These all add to the imposing road presence, and not forgetting the optional 23-inch alloy wheels that come in a variety of finishes. You can also see on the front end you've got this lovely redefined look. It's reductive design language, as Range Rover like to call it. In the headlights you've got 1.3 million tiny little mirrors, so it really adjusts the light for the road and masks out the bits that you don't want to blind people with. Also, not forgetting the signature daytime running light sweeps all the way around the headlight there. Around the side of the vehicle you can see the unmistakable Range Rover profile with the gently falling off roof and also the strong belt line running all the way along the vehicle. You can also notice the upswept wheels just gently at the bottom there. This vehicle has also increased its wheelbase by 75mm over the previous generation car. This also means that there's more room in the rear for your passengers and also improves the look of the vehicle and also the proportions. You may also notice with the side of the vehicle here, the glass is now all lovely and flush. They've also got rid of the finisher strip along here. It's part of the reductive design language, so take away any of the items that used to draw your eye to it to make it all lovely and flowing. Also, you have got the hideaway door handles that do vanish into the car when it's locked or when you're driving away. This all helps to remove that unnecessary detail. You can also see that the groove here is even more pronounced, and that itself lines up with the bonnet. It goes all the way through. The bonnet shut line has now been made 50% smaller as well. So it helps to get rid of those unnecessary details, which is a really key part of the Range Rover design language. Now, as you may notice, this one is a hybrid. So let's talk about that. The Range Rover Sport is available with two plug-in hybrid options, both mated to a petrol engine. These have a range of up to 70 miles and can charge using AC, so a Type 2 plug, or DC using the CCS plug, so that's a little bit bigger one. Obviously, if you're using DC, you can go from a little 0 to 80% in under 60 minutes, so it's really quick. Both of these engines either have an output of 440 horsepower or also 510. In 2024, there is also a fully electric vehicle coming as well, so stay tuned for that one. If plug-in hybrid isn't really what you're after, we do also have two diesel engine vehicles, and these are what they call a mild hybrid, so you don't need to plug them in, they'll charge as they drive, and they have power outputs of 300 brake horsepower or 350. If you don't want any of that stuff, we also have the range-topping V8. That is a twin-turbocharged petrol engine with an output of 530 brake horsepower and 0 to 60 time of 4.3 seconds and a top speed of 155 miles per hour. From the rear, you can see the number plate has been lowered, and that's to bring your eyes lower down, so it really gives it a lot of presence on the road. Also, that then encompasses the exhaust pipes that are just down here, and also you've got a style of diffuser in the middle just there. You may also notice the wraparound LED lights here with that signature detailing and the lovely black badge across the middle spraying off the Range Rover badging. Also, as you notice, it's very smooth and it's very clear. There's nothing really in there to draw your eye to it. The detail has been really minimalised, part of the design language that Land Rover are going for now. And also, you may notice there's a massive spoiler at the top here. This lovely flows in with the roofline, as it just gently falls off at the back. This vehicle's finished in a gorgeous pearl white with the contrast black roof. The colour of this car is called Austin Pearl. This car comes in a whole host of colours, and there's a special fire enzy red as well. Really looks gorgeous. You can also get some satin finishes, so there's a bit of a colour choice for everyone. You can also get some of the bronze detailing on the front of the vehicle replaced with black as well. So certainly something for you to have a look at on the configurator. So let's talk about the chassis now. The Range Rover Sport is now available with rear wheel steer. What this means is that the front and rear wheels can turn independently. So when you're on the motorway, the front and rear wheels will turn together, effectively increasing the wheelbase. However, if you're trying to manoeuvre out tight parking bays, then they'll turn opposites at up to 7.3 degrees. What that means for you though, is that when you're in the car park and you're trying to get out, this effectively has a turning circle of a small family hatchback. So it's quite incredible considering the size of the vehicle. But that's not the only thing they've done underneath the vehicle. Under here, you've got a new 2-chamber air suspension system. So what does that mean? So if you want your comfy suspension, you know, when you're normally driving along the road, you've got that. However, if you're driving hard and you're throwing it into corners, you've got the second air suspension chamber, which is a little bit stiffer. And that means it helps with the pitch and the roll of the vehicle, effectively keeping you nice and level. Obviously, not forgetting about air suspension means you can raise the vehicle. As well as with the actual chassis of the car, they've also increased the torsional stiffness of the vehicle by about 35%. So that means you can really feel the vehicle. But anyway, enough of the outside, let's go on the inside. So welcome to the interior of the new Range Rover Sport. In here, this is a glorious place to sit. You've got your digital dash display here, you've got your 13.1-inch PIVI Pro screen here in the middle, and you've also got the gorgeous, sumptuous Alcantara headline in here. You can also see here you've got your center console. This has been raised up to give that real sporty effect, to really make you feel inside the vehicle. It's all touchscreen, so literally you can touch anything if you want your navigation, seat controls, ventilation, massage functions, all that sort of thing. It's all through here, so it's one place to go to everything, which is definitely what you want. You've got your navigation, and that's also got the overlay on there as well, so you get a full perspective view of actually what you're seeing. Also with the vehicle, first one for Range Rover, you've got an animal-free interior. So that's what they call the Ultra Fabrics. So if you don't want a leather interior, you can have an Ultra Fabrics one. And what that means is, where there's leather inside this car, you can have that all replaced with a vegan alternative. It comes in quite a wide range of colours, and also you get nice perforations on the seat. With the headlining as well, you can have that in a contrast colour, so if you fancy something a little bit different to the black of the lower part of the interior, you can do that as well. Apart from that, inside here, it's a glorious place to sit. Everything is as you'd want it with a Range Rover. You've got a really commanding driving position. In the back, they've got plenty of room, and also with the electric seat on the passenger side, you've got a chauffeur mode. It may sound like a bit of a gimmick, but what that does, with one touch, that literally just slides the seat all the way forwards for you. So it gives the person in the back a lot more room. Otherwise, interior-wise, you've got a natural wood veneer on the panels here, and also on the dashboard. You've also got a striking chrome detail across here. You can also have that, but instead of the wood, you can have a forged carbon fibre, and that's the first time they've done that on the Range Rover Sport. Obviously, this one has also got the panoramic sunroof, which at the moment I've got open, so it adds a lot more light into the vehicle. But you can shut that if you wanted to, and you've got the absolutely glorious climate control in the vehicle. The vehicle does also feature a clean air system, so you can have cleaner air inside the vehicle than you ever could outside. So it's certainly a good one, especially if you suffer with hay fever and things like that. I think you'll find that a godsend. Thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you've enjoyed this brief overview of the Range Rover Sport. If you've got any questions, please leave them below. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel and watch some of our other videos. Thank you for watching.